I knew that I always wanted to work in film, like from the age of, I don't know, 10 or 12. I thought I wanted to do acting for a while, until my guidance counsellor in school suggested that I try being at the other side of the camera, which was very offended initially, and then went, actually, she's onto something here. So I went on a graduate visa to New York, thinking that would be where I'd get started. But I kind of got more into advertising there, advertising awards. But was still learning, adding to the skill set. I was shooting, I was editing, I'm just constantly building on that. And between one thing and another, my name got passed to someone who was inquiring about, they needed someone who was a one-person crew that could shoot, edit, and that kind of thing, self-direct. And it turned out to be Showtime's program called Penny Dreadful, and that was literally my first time stepping foot on a set. When I think back now, like, I didn't even know fully the settings of my camera and how to shoot properly, but that kind of imposter syndrome matched with fake it till you make it kind of worked out well, I think. You should always be learning, always. I never want to feel like I'm the master of my trade, because everything changes constantly, and you know, that's how you keep things fresh. You're constantly working with new people, you're working with new technology, and the platforms are constantly shifting and changing, so you want to always be learning. Yeah, definitely. Our job is to highlight the incredible talent and work that goes on behind the scenes. That people, obviously you do get to see it, because the whole purpose of their work is what you're seeing on screen when you go to see a film. But no one has any idea the amount of sweat, blood and tears that goes into all of these productions. And then we will also be on set, fly on the wall, filming the making of the production and how it's all coming together. I suppose when we're the luckiest is when we get to be involved in pre-production. So for the likes of, I'm just going to use an example of Barbie, we had the amazing opportunity of sitting down with Greta Gerwig, Margot Robbie, Tom Ackerley and David Heyman a couple of weeks before shooting started, and they gave us, I think they gave us at least 45 minutes, which is unheard of because they're absolutely up the walls at that point. So we really get to learn what the vision is, what's important to them, and it makes the material all the more richer for it, definitely. I think for me the most important part of behind the scenes is telling those stories, is highlighting the passion that goes into the film industry. It's the craft and the talent, because we all see the actors, we all see what they do, we see the director, when the film comes out, they do their publicity tours, and we'll see that much, we'll see the film, and some of us will take note of the talent and craft and amazing work that might have gone into it. It's an opportunity to actually highlight these people, because the hours also that crew do is kind of crazy. So it's to highlight that work, and for me that's the most important thing. It's a small pool in Ireland, it's a small crew, you work with the same people over and over, and you do become friends and almost like a family, and just catching up with people. And I think Irish crew also just have a great sense of humour, so most of the time you're having a good old laugh every day, drinking copious amounts of tea and coffee, and I think for me it's the social element. So when I have weeks of post-production, when I'm here in the office and I'm doing editing, I start getting really, really itchy to just be out again on set and meeting people. So I would say if you like the technical and the practical side of things, if you like lighting, if you like cameras, sound and all of that can be combined within one role for behind the scenes, compared to if you decide, if you do decide that you want to go down a very specific role in the film industry, you do have to have a good eye, and the only way you can do that is practice. So my advice would be, as I said earlier, just start shooting, just get comfortable with your camera. The word immersive is constantly used. When I'm told someone wants immersive content, they want the audience to feel like they're in the thick of it. As I said, not just a bystander on the edge watching. They want you to be part of the production, and I think over the years, it's kind of become my style of shooting. So it's all about building relationships. It is, because you do work with the same people over and over. I just don't think I'd be based anywhere else. We have branched into the UK, but we will always be based in Ireland, always, because we have amazing productions come here and we have an amazing crew here, and you know, you can always travel off to other places and tip away and then come back. The productions that are homegrown here are just amazing. And also it's brilliant to see like the progression in crew as well. Like a job a few years ago I worked on where people were trainees. You know, they're now like having climbed up the ladder several steps, and people stepping up as producers and attracting in these productions, and it's just brilliant, and everybody just wants to support each other, I think. Barbie, the block party scene, the do 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 do, which we listened to for over a week and a half. Dua Lipa's lyrics weren't added at that point, so it was just that backing track over and over, but that was incredible. The choreography was amazing. It was week one on the job as well. So it was the first time we were all seeing all the Kens and Barbies in their full costume and everything. And it was just like the atmosphere on set, like the DP, Rodrigo Pieta was just, he was up dancing with the Barbies and Kens. Everyone was. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. It was brilliant. It was just one of those moments where you're just standing at the side, just smiling all day long going, this is so much fun. This is great.